Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Siddharth, and today in this video we're gonna talk about OpenDistro security plugin. And in the previous video we have talked about the OpenDistro Elasticsearch introduction, installation, and configurations. So I'll just give you a brief about the last video. So we have done all these steps, and we were good for localhost Kibana and localhost Elasticsearch. So let's quickly jump on the security plugin. OpenDistro security plugin helps you to keep your data secure. It's provide you authentications and authorization. So basically, you got different authentication mechanism with OpenDistro security plugin. First being HTTP basic authentication. So here it will be a basic HTTP request with the username and password, and you can authenticate with the basic HTTP request. Apart from HTTP basic authentication, OpenDistro security plugin supports Active Directory, LDAP, Kerberos, SAML, and OpenID Connect. So you can authenticate with any of this industrial standard infrastructure for authentication. These were the two ways which you can, or different ways which you can authenticate a user. Apart from authentication, OpenDistro security plugin provides authorization. So authorization are also of different types. So we have role-based access control. So we have a user, we have a role. For every role, we have some user, and every user has some role. So like we can have a read-write access over indexes. Roles, talking about the roles, a user can have multiple roles, and roles can be usable, reusable by across any user. So you create one role and can be attached to n numbers of users. So that way role-based access can be controlled. Apart from this authorization things, if we talk about, we have index level, document level, and field level security provided by Open Security plugin. So these are the some of the things which Open Distro Security plugin provides you, and it has a great benefit over Elasticsearch for security. Today in this video we're gonna talk about role-based access control, how that works and what are the advantage of it. So let's proceed. And before proceeding to the role-based access control, we need some indexes to play with. In the last video, we have just set up the Kibana and Elasticsearch, and we don't have any useful indexes over there. So let's create some indexes. So here for an example, I am creating two index. First is bank and second is Shakespeare. Bank index will hold all the details regarding account, and Shakespeare index will have some of the details about the plays and all the details about the Shakespeare, which can be used by any author. So these are the mainly two index which we gonna work today and wanna check security over them. So let's try to create them. I'll first show you how like we have any indexes over the Elasticsearch or not. So this is my this is my Elasticsearch, and you can see none of the index name bank or Shakespeare. So let's try to quickly create the index and indexes for the bank and the Shakespeare. So here we go. I have two files for the same. So this is for account JSON, this is for bank index, and this is Shakespeare JSON for Shakespeare index. So I have all the details regarding account in this one, and all the details regarding play names, and everything regarding the Shakespeare on this one. So I'll be creating the index using these two files. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post an index name bank with the data binary file account JSON, and try to create an index with the name bank. So this is what we are trying to achieve, and then we're gonna create post a index name Shakespeare, and we'll be using Shakespeare JSON for the same. So let's quickly create the JSON file. So we have account JSON here, and we have Shakespeare JSON here. So we have to come to that particular directory where you are keeping this JSON file, and then we can execute the curl command to post the index. Before posting, let's check whether our instance or container are up or not. Let's do docker compose ps. Oh, sorry, spelling mistake. Yeah, so here you can see that we have our Kibana running and we have our Elasticsearch running. So we have both the instance, both the container up and running. So let's quickly try to make a call for the indexes. I executed command for the bank one and we got the result for the bank. As you can see, we have all the indexes, all the data in the indexes. So I just ran this command for the bank using account JSON and we got 256 record updated. So this is all about the bank index. Let's try to hit for the Shakespeare JSON. So I'm now trying to run command for Shakespeare and we got all the indexes for the Shakespeare also. So basically we have created index for bank and we have created index for Shakespeare. Let's refresh this and you can see bank and it has 100 document, Shakespeare index and it has 125 documents. So basically our both index are created. Let's come back. If you want to delete any index, you can use this command. So that can be done. Here I'm using admin because we have a username admin, so we are giving a user and then trying to run the curl command, so that way we are accessing it. Okay, so we are done with this. We have both the index up and running. So let's talk about role-based access control. So when talking about open distro security plugin, role-based access control, we have users, we have roles, and we have role mapping. This is three important things in open distro security plugin. So what is user? User is basically with which you will log in. So it can be a banker, it can be author, or it can be a normal user. What is roles? So roles are different kind of person can play different roles, so those are roles that we'll be creating. So in this scenario we're gonna create two roles. One is bank role, one is Shakespeare role, and the third role will be bank Shakespeare role. So we're gonna have three user: banker, that will be mapped to bank role; author, that will be mapped to Shakespeare role; and the third role will be bank Shakespeare role, and that will be mapped to user one. So banker can only access bank index because we will map this and this. Author can only access Shakespeare role because we will map author and Shakespeare. User one can access bank index and Shakespeare index because we will map user one to both banker index and Shakespeare index. So we're gonna try this scenario today and let's check out how that works. So for that, let's jump to the Kibana. So this is my Kibana and as you can see it's running. Let's try. I'll go in security here and here is the open distro security portal. Let's try to create internal user. So the one which I was talking about, these are the user, these are the role, and these are role mapping. So role mapping is nothing but connecting this and this, that is role mapping. So you'll create user first, then you'll create role, and then you'll go to role mapping and connect this and this. So let's do this thing. For internal user, we need three users according to this, that is banker, author, and user one. So let's create banker first. I've gone here. So here is your portal, you can see all the users here. So for creating a new user, just you have to do is you have to click on the plus sign. It will ask for your username. So we are keeping username as banker, password as banker, and repeat password again same. So that's it. We are just creating a simple user for now, and we have created that user. If you see here, you can see a banker user created here. Now let's come back to security portal and then jump to role. So here you can see all the roles. So basically these are some of the roles, and this role has some permissions, that is cluster permission, index permission, and tenant permission. So let's see. If you want to create a new role, you just have to click add here and you have to give the role. So for now I am giving bank role. So this is my role name. It will be a bank role. If you want to give any cluster permission, you can add here. So what you have to do is you have to add action and give any of the custom cluster permission. I don't have to give right now, so I'm removing. You come to index permission and you can add index permission. So here what we are doing is, this is a banker role. So what we'll do, we'll say that it has permission for bank index. So we added an index, that is bank, and we want some of the permission to access it. So we have given CRUD permission to this role. So basically this role can do CRUD operation on bank index. We are done with this and we just submitted it. So here you can see bank role, and if you see index pattern, it is bank. So you get a bank role here. So what we have done right now is, we have created an internal user banker. We have created a role name bank role in which we have given index bank. Now we are coming back to role mapping. So here you get all the role mapping done. So what you have to do is you have to just check for the role. So you have just created a role name bank role and you'll add a user. So basically who all you want to have this role. So I just want banker to have this bank role. So I just added a banker and I'll submit it. So if you see, there is a role mapping between bank role and banker. Let's try to access banker one. So this is my bank. This is bank query. I'm doing a search on bank index, but right now I'm getting all the responses. I'm getting all the things here. Why this is happening? Because we are logged in as admin. Now let's come back to incognito mode and I tried to access. So I'll show you one thing. We have an author user, and same way we created author user also. So I have already created one role. So if you go here, if you come here, talking about user, we have 3 user, and that way I've created 3 user. I just created banker here. I have already created author same way and the user one. So what I'll do now is I'll try to run this bank query using author user. So what I'm doing, I am running bank query but with the author user. So as you can see, we have not given, we have given only banker as a bank access. Only index, bank index can be accessible by banker. So when I logged in as author, it says no permission for this indices. And let's again try running same query for the bank index. And okay, 1 second. Yeah, now I'll enter banker and banker. So you can see when I logged in with author, I was not able to see the indexes. When I logged in with banker, I am able to see the all the indices. So basically that means our role mapping is working. We have internal user banker and author. We have role, bank role, and role mapping between banker and bank role. That ways we have author here, I have already created, and I have a role here named Shakespeare role. One second. Yeah. So this is I have already created, and here I have given index as Shakespeare. Same way the way we have given to banker. And let's come back to role mapping. So talking about the role mapping, we have a role here, and the user will be author. So here bank role is permitted for banker, Shakespeare role is permitted for author, and we have one more role which is banker and Shakespeare role, which has indexes for both, and that is for user 1. So if you go here, it has bank index and Shakespeare index, so that is being allocated to user 1. So this is user, this is role, this is user, this is role, this is user, this is role, that way it will go. So let's try for the different index with different ID. So we have already checked for the bank one, and this is admin portal, that's why it's working fine, because admin has all rights for all indexes. So this is Shakespeare one, and let's try to connect with banker. So I've given banker here. So again, same thing happened. For banker, Shakespeare index is not allowed. So we have a security control here that whoever we want, those are able to access those particular indexes. Now let's check for author, whether author user have access to it or not. So basically author can see all the values in this particular indexes, but banker can't see. This is what we were trying to achieve. Now let's check for the user one. If we check for the user one, so I'll try hitting this user one, user one. So user one is able to access Shakespeare index, and I'll just change the index, and I have not done any user change, and user one can able to access bank index also. So basically user one is able to access both the indexes, banker is only able to access bank index, and author is only able to access Shakespeare index. So this is all about user and role based access control. So you have seen a simple scenario, simple example how this works. So first you have to create a user, then you have to create a role. In this role you have to give the index, and there should be a role mapping between user and roles. So this is all about user and role mapping. There is a doc for users and roles. So basically you can go on the OpenDist to Elasticsearch docs, and they have different ways of creating users, roles and mapping. But the recommended way is either by using Kibana or REST APIs. So we, as you have seen, we have gone through Kibana and then created the user and role mapping. So this is all about Open Distro Security plugin related user and role based access control. In the next video, we're going to talk about index level security, document level security, and field level security. So I hope you like this video about security plugin, and we'll connect over the next video over the index, document, and field level security. Thank you.